Hey everyone, this is Sugandha and you're watching Ready for SS English and I hope so y'all are well and you all are waiting for my session. Yes, and yes, we will be discussing recruitment tips for 2023. This is the most requested session and you all were waiting for this. So we would be discussing recruitment process in short, step by step, so that we can have an idea, so that we can have an idea that how we can proceed with the recruitment, how we can do actual recruitment, right? So make sure to subscribe this channel if you're watching me for the very first time, and to hit that cute notification bell icon so that you could get my updates later on as well, right? So let's check out very first point, and that is check vacancies. Now you need to check the vacancies in your organization. Note it down at one place, all profiles. Now there could be a different way of getting the vacancies, like there could be that you would be getting the vacancies from hiring manager, you would be getting the vacancies from HR manager, or any other source like through mail or through any process, right? But you have to note down all the vacancies at one place so that you can have an idea while checking the CVs, while exploring your data bank, that what all vacancies are there, and on what all vacancies and on what all profiles you have to work, right? So they should be at one place, and all the profiles, right? Next is first is second is read JD. Now it's very important to read JD. That is a job description. You need to read it. If not available, like if there is any, if vacancy is new, if the profile is new, then you have to draft it so you can make new JD job description considering all the factors. I have done few sessions in job description on my other channel. If you want to have those sessions there, I would be uploading here as well, right? But you need to request in the comment section, right, that how to draft a job description, right? And please take a hard copy so that it's handy and you can explore it several times. You can read it, you can learn it, you can understand it well, right? So reading JD is very important when you are starting for when you are actually starting the process of recruitment. Means you are starting the process of posting the vacancies or anything. You must have JD in your hand. If it's available, then please read it, and if it's not available, you have to draft, then draft it and keep it handy. Fine. Next is talk. Now what talk? You need to talk with your hiring manager or HR manager or your immediate boss regarding what? Regarding the profile. Discuss about the profile, ask any updations, know basics of each profile. Now here is the one thing which I have seen, that there is a very professional kind of environment in the company, and that's okay. Being a professional is good, but being not able to communicate properly, meaning like you're so conservative, you're a very rigid kind of a person, that if you have got one JD, one position, you have started working on it, and you haven't interacted well with the hiring manager or the person who has asked for that vacancy, you haven't discussed about the profile, you haven't discussed about the basics, like what that person would be doing. If you need to hire a web developer, you need to ask your hiring manager that what kind of work a web developer does. Now don't think that you are an HR, so you are aware of each and everything. You can't be aware of 100% things, right? So whenever you get any vacancy from anywhere, now first and foremost duty should be that you need to understand the basics of their profile. Like if I talk about an HR recruiter, if you are a recruiter or if you are an HR, you know that what kind of work you need to do. You need to do hiring, and for that you need to go through a lot of processes, right? So that's same way. You need to ask with the hiring manager, you need to ask with your HR manager, you need to ask with your immediate boss that what all work needs to be done with that candidate, like what all work that web developer would be doing. Same way, any example could be there, like digital marketing person, what all work he has to do. Don't stick on those things that yes, I know that he has to do marketing through digitally. No, what all work means, where he need to promote our company, what all ways for the promotion he need to use, like everything. Okay, you must know the basic, so that while interacting with the candidate, you are well aware about the profile, each and everything. Now again, I know that no, it's not possible to understand everything, but yes, basics should be clear. Okay. Next is write sources. It's very important, and every step is actually important. And this is write sources means what all sources are available for hiring purpose. Like you have job portals, right, at one place. Company website, yes, company website. Newspaper advertisement and employee referrals. If these four sources are available, write down at some place, means on your notepad or something. This means that you need to source the candidate from these, like job portals, company website, newspaper advertisements, employee referrals. Now you have to write this to ensure, and you can say to make yourself remember again and again that yes, I have these four sources available and I have to use these. Means it happens several times that we are aware that yes, these sources are available, because we have not written anywhere, we forget to use one or two sources. Like we are working on job portals, we get so stuck on job portals or on company website that we forget that we have employee referrals, we have newspaper advertisements, right? So if all the sources will be written at one place, then you will be checking it, right? Job portals, and in that job portals also we are having three paid job portals, two unpaid job portals, right? So we have five job portals, right? And we would be ticking it, yes, we have done job postings on these all job portals, right? Then what about company website? Yes, we have updated our company website as well. Now what about newspaper advertisement? Yes, we have drafted it and we have sent for proofreading. Now what about employee referrals? We have informed the employees through mail or through softwares or the path we are using, right? So this will be, we have reviewed that yes, we are using all the sources, right? Next is fifth is prepare, proofread and post. Yes, this is also very interesting. Create job posting content. You have to create a job posting content, create it, proofread self and by your manager. It's very important to read once again and then by your manager. Don't think that yes, you have done everything perfect. No, nothing is perfect, and nothing is even perfect after manager also. There is always a scope of improvement, but still there are few things we are not able to trace because we have already done them, like we have drafted. So it happens several times that we are not able to trace out our own mistakes. Okay, so proofread is always better. And approval, take approval, always take approval, written or verbal. I will advise to take a written approval, like a small signature means a signature saying approved will be best, because this will reduce the chances, this will definitely reduce the chances of getting stuck, or you can say getting scolded or anything you can say afterwards. Like there are high chances that when you have uploaded, when you have posted certain job posting, then there are errors, or you can say there are alterations, and there supposed to be few alterations in that posting, but since you haven't taken the approval, written approval, then there are chances that manager can say afterwards that you haven't taken my approval, and it require and this is not error free, and this includes so many errors, and you haven't consulted me. Even if you are saying that yes, you have consulted him or her, then also it can happen, right? So it's better this was the safe side, to keep yourself safe side. This is better try to take approval, and take it once if it's done. Okay, next is explore data bank. Yes, please, this is very important. We often forget that we have a good data bank. So collected data and old data, explore it, check it out, sort it out based on profile. Now you might be having 1,000 2,000 CVs. Always do this thing that if certain kind of profile is there, if you're having a software engineer profile, if you're having digital marketing profile, if you have finance executive profile, then keep it in different folders, right? And hard copy files. So make like it could be that you might be having in a soft copy those CVs, the resumes, so you can make folders there. And if you have a hard copy, then also separate it, right? Sort it out and then separate, then only you would be able to check it out, right? Next is a screening, very important, that is reading CVs from old and new data. You need to read the CVs from old data, which is that data bank we discussed, and new data, which is from the new sources, fresh sources, or you can say fresh job postings and fresh advertisements, right? Then you can do a cold calling after having gone through the CV, and then if it's possible, and if you want that, you can have a telephonic interview, virtual interview, and as you wish and as per the company policy. Then if your company wants a skill test or pre-screen test, means there are some criteria that yes, reasoning should be checked, communication skills should be checked in pre-hand, then you can do that as well, right? Next is scheduling interview. Again, now you can get confused by the seventh point where I have mentioned the interview already. Which kind of interview is this? See, that was the interview at a time of screening. Like for when you are screening a candidate, then it could be that you have done cold calling and then you feel like that, yes, I must ask 4 to 5 questions so that I can actually call the person for interview, scheduling interview with a hiring manager, right? So directly you can if you have an authority, then you can call directly for the interview. And next is if you don't have authority and you need approval, then yes, approval of screen candidates you have to take, and then you can call for interview. And then obviously you need to inform for a scheduling interview on the mail, SMS, call, etc., whatever sources you use to inform the candidate, right? Next is interview preparation. Now, see, you don't. It's not like a fun game that yes, we have called 50 100 candidates for interview and we don't have any preparation. You need to do a lot of preparation, especially the first point. I have seen this that. So many vehicles are there and you have called 50 100 candidates, and then all the people are coming from either four-wheeler, means maximum 50% candidates are coming with four-wheeler and 50% coming with two-wheeler, and there is no parking space, right? So either you have to keep in mind that how many candidates you are calling, and even you can arrange a proper parking place. This is the very mandatory thing. Never forget about this thing, because this happens. I have faced also, and I have arranged also the parking place for the interview candidates, right? Next is interview committee. Make sure that interview committee is there on that date for which you're planning an interview. Next is a skill test arrangement. If there is a process, interview process, that there need to be a skill test arranged before interview or at the time of interview, then please make preparation for that as well. Next is entry and exit. Yes, entry and exit, you need to plan from where they would be taking entry and from where they would be going outside, right? And it happens several times that people are roaming around, interview candidates are roaming around in the company, means, see, roaming around, exploring company, and that is fine, but there should be a proper way from where they are going, and for the entry and exit should be well planned, so that they are not puzzled and they're not roaming around for searching the place. Actually, what that where is an interview place, we are not able to find. And that is interview forms. We need to arrange proper interview forms, and it should not be like you're calling 50 100 candidates and forms are only or only 13 number, right? Next is 10th is shortlisting. Now, what is shortlisting means? Uh, Shortlisting is actually finalizing the candidates after this interview process, evaluation of interview results, going through analysis, whatever company criteria is, and then approvals. What all the candidates being selected after the interview that need to be approved, and then this shortlisting process is there. See, I have uploaded a session on screening, shortlisting, sourcing separately on my other channel, Ready to Get Update. That is in Hindi language. If you want that all those sessions should be here, then please do mention in the comment section. The points I'm discussing in 1 or 2 minutes is a proper session of 10 minutes, 15 minutes. So if you are looking for a detailed session, then please do let me know, right? So next is background verification. Now, what is background verification? We all know that background verification and reference check, the candidates we finalize after the interview, then those candidates are verified through a background verification and reference check, like all their qualification certificates, all those mark sheets, and the references they have provided, the experience reference they have provided regarding their job, like their previous job experience, need to be analyzed by a background verification and reference check. and it is done through a proper process. This is like you can call in the university or the institution, and you can submit, you can provide them a proper form in which few details are there regarding the background verification, and you can ask them to fill that and forward back to the company, so that we can verify that yes, the candidate is genuine, and all the certificates, all the degrees, all the percentages and all mentioned there are true, right? And same way about the experience, about the job experience, previous job experience, there also the reference check we can do, right? Next is offer letter and confirmation. Now this is also interesting. Offer letter and confirmation, this is the last process basically. Offer letter and confirmation is if everything goes fine, then yes, we have to issue an offer letter, and we can ask for the confirmation. This is the last process in this, and after this there will be an onboarding process and other things that I am not counting in recruitment process, because there are several other things after this, but I am keeping it up to offer letter and confirmation. Right? One thing is, there always ask for confirmation in offer letter that there is up to certain period you need to accept this offer. Otherwise, what will happen that you have sent one offer letter and you haven't add one condition that you need to accept it within 15 days or 1 month. Then it could be that after 2 months, 3 months, someone is coming and then that candidate is saying that yes, now I'm accepting. So this is like this will become an endless. If you are issuing an offer letter, it should be with a time bound, right? So this is all, and I hope so this was helpful. Please do let me know. I think this session has gone 16-18 minutes. Let me see when I would be doing the editing part. Right. So till next video, all the very best. I would be waiting for your comments in the comment section. Till next video. Bye bye. Stay happy. Stay safe.